Shar.
And to you, good day.
I'm very excited to be up here.
Oh, all right.
Awesome. I recently went on a 70-day cleanse,
Yes.
which I believe now, after listening to you, was my permission slip to vibrate at a higher level, I
All
suppose
right.
you could say.
Yes.
And since then, a lot of synchronicities have been happening. It's
Oh,
been
what a
amazing.
shock.
Even to getting up to the stage.
Yes.
So, my first question is on our topic today, self-worth.
Yes.
And I'm trying to understand.
You what?
I'm sorry. I don't know how to
You're
rephrase
exploring.
that. I'm exploring, yes. A lot of times, what we call our past can kind of define how we feel about ourselves in our present.
Only if you choose to make that continuity link.
Yes. And I've also discovered after listening to you that if we follow our excitement, you start to jump in.
To the best of your ability with no insistence on an outcome, please do the whole formula.
Okay.
Many people on your planet go, oh yes, I'm following my excitement, and they conveniently forget the other two parts of the equation.
I'm still working on memorizing it.
You don't have to memorize it.
Okay.
It makes sense when you understand
Yes.
why the formula is structured that way. Because it's just a description of how things work. That's all. So you don't have to memorize it when you understand it.
Okay. So when you're following the formula, you're going into a parallel universe.
You're always going into parallel universes. That's what you call the side effect of time.
Okay.
Your consciousness is shifting billions of times per second from one parallel reality to another. You experience that shift as time.
Okay. So when you do that,
Yes.
your history changes.
Every time. Although you recreate it over and over again to seem the same in order to have a shared continuity, at least for the most part. But more of you are becoming unstuck in that and starting to see that different people remember different histories.
Okay. So if I remember my history,
Yes.
okay, well then I guess you just answered that then.
I did. In another history.
I guess my main question was if you still remember the past that's causing issues for you in the present.
Then you're still recreating it
Okay.
in the present.
So how do you stop recreating it?
Find out why it would make sense for you to continue to do so. Find the definition and the belief that says this is the logical thing to keep recreating. And find out why you buy into that and expose it and see that it's nonsensical that you have to do that.
Okay.
As I already explained. Yes?
Yes. Okay.
And remember that you never actually know what your last history was. You only know the one you're creating now. You may have had a radically different history 2 seconds ago, but you will only remember the one that you're creating now because you push it backwards in time to make sense for who you are today. But 2 seconds ago, you may have had a radically different history and been a radically different person. Now, it may be unlikely because you do follow to some degree the idea of a shared consensus agreement. But we're explaining in principle that that could happen and has happened for many individuals and even your society collectively, as we have recently described. You had a very different history not that long ago that you don't remember because the one that you're creating now seems like it's been there forever. And that's the only one you remember.
Okay.
You understand?
Yes,
Does that help you?
it does.
Why, thank you.
Okay, my next question.
No, your history. Your history.
My history?
You are history.
Oh, okay.
Do you really need to ask the next one? Really? Or have you answered it?
I think I still need to ask this one.
We'll allow it.
Thank you. If we're improving ourselves and following our excitement to the best of our ability with no expectation,
With no insistence.
insistence, the people we love,
Yes.
do they go with us?
The versions that are compatible with your vibration do. The ones that are not, don't.
Okay.
You knew that.
Yes.
Thank you.